really put some fear into a lot of players' eyes with how they've been able to put out some extremely high elimination numbers. Looking to still fight here to break through into that top 25.
Absolutely, 13 eliminations in game 1. And they have center circle here. They're just kind of positioned and gatekeeping, making sure that they can position themselves as good as possible for that end game.
You see Boyer really realizing there's a lot of risk to goes being used. He's trying to maintain the high ground control, trying to build up a little bit further. Isaac, Camo now 3 eliminations. He has a spot into Boyer and he gets the connection on top of that, so it's a lot of damage to be done, but he's being shot from above and now he's down to 32 HP, trying to escape this one, trying to edit his way through. He's got some small shields to pop if he does need it, or if he has time, I guess more importantly, to pick it up. You can see Skix very low HP and Crippa with 3 limbs. He does have the backup of his teammates. He has the rocket launcher as well. Actually, they both have one, and that's a lot of damage being done, trying to shoot down a couple of players, but they're not lucky this time.
Blood and Zippin just holding the high ground there. Kenzo actually ends up getting a care package.
Oh, the trap! The trap they put down there, waiting for enemies to drop on top, and works out. Crippa is going to help get the elimination onto that one. Scimitars has fallen, unfortunately, and what a play. What a read into this one, using the rocket launcher to drop people down, and another through. That's now 5 for them as they're looking to clean this game up. Look at that little trap set up perfectly where Boyer's more than happy to sit.
That was absolutely beautiful. They had the high ground, they knocked them down, they put down the trap, and they cleaned them both up.
These rocket launchers, look at what they have in their inventory, even a chug jug on top of things. 2 launch pads, an RPG, 2 RPGs, each one of them with their own. This could be the game that they're able to pull off. This could be the first time we've seen.
This is Crippa and Boyer's game if they can pull it off.
And yeah, they've not been able to get a victory out so far, but this might be theirs. This might be theirs for the taking. Saf gonna take down Little J. Mitro gonna take down Hubik. Magan just trying to fight his way back through as we have the Storm now moving towards the northern side. You can see Max Caliber off to the completely south side, just kind of being tagged up here. There you go, Jesse's still in there. Jordan, I don't think he's alive anymore as he's just trying to transition. Actually, Jordan is there, so they do have the duels from Australia still fighting. Smeep going to be on ultimate high ground at the moment, but he's going to have to transition very far. Zate has been dropped down at the moment. Saf is trying to fight his way through, and he has 2 players to get potentially pick up here, looking for the eliminations. Jordan's going to be pressured, and Jordan's going to be falling, and that's going to be Jesse as well. The Australians have been knocked out. Jules cleaning up 2 quick eliminations.
Boyer here fighting for the high ground, getting his RPG, ready to knock it down.
It's so difficult to play from the higher positions. It's so difficult to deal with the explosives coming through. And what a shot out of Saf, able to return on. I'm not sure if he actually got dropped in the end anyways from the Storm. You can see Seth now as well. You can see towards the left-hand side, Madsen able to get even further. Camo still alive and fighting, takes down Jules. Saf still alive, gets the elimination onto Villix. And these rocket launchers are going to be so important here as the zone starts to close. It moves yet again here, this time towards the western side of Paradise Palms. And Milan and Smeep, who won last game, are still here fighting.
Milan actually gets knocked down off of high ground by Crippa. Crippa ends up taking the high ground. It's now Crippa and Boyer on the high ground.
He's trying to block him. Oh!
And he gets dropped down!
The stairs comes in. Milan got the redeploy to stay alive here, so that a fantastic play out of Boyer. It was great to see. It doesn't work on the end for him, but nonetheless, really showing his expertise here, especially in these later stages. 10 players left to go here, Speedy.
They were able to secure the high ground off of that, just not get the elimination. I mean, it's the best case scenario.
They still win, right? They still win because they still maintain high ground.
Have dominance here from the high ground, raining rockets in.
And the Rockets are doing some serious work. It's disrupting fights. The elimination comes through. That's now going to be 8 for them. Boyer and Crippa able to get up to 9, I think, potentially, and maybe a 10th as well. They are cleaning house here, Boyer and Crippa.
Mitro and Tux with the launchpad. Mitro, can he take the high ground?
Oh, he's trying to, and it looks like he has been able to. He's got a player above him. It's going to be Seth, though, and Madsen's going to be here to join his teammate to take this high ground away. But for how long? Because the RPGs are still in play. They get knocked down another time. You can see Seth and Madsen now up to 3 eliminations. But Boyer and Crippa, the game's been all about them. 9 elims between the two. But look at this. Now they get a 10th as well mixed into this. Tux is going to fall, unfortunately, to the Storm, and these RPGs are going to be even more important here.
Boyer has 0 mats. He has to rely on that RPG. He needs to knock down these builds.
Mitro still alive on the very, very low ground. Crippa and Boyer, who've been at the high ground for such a long time, going to be knocked down, and they might actually get a knock yet again. Here's Seth going to be able to save himself with his own catch of the building, but with 5 players left to go, you can see the chaos here from all these players. Mitro going to take down Boyer, so that's going to actually be a little bit of a pain here for Crippa. As now Mitro looking to push in. He's looking for some limbs, has 4 total across the team. A little bit now of a slower pace.
On the low ground, Crippa and Mitro.
He's got one thing to build with. He's trying to knock Crippa down, and Crippa's saying no, not today. You can see towards the back, Boyer trying to claw his way back in. That's the 5th elimination, able to help heal Mitro up a little bit further, up to 153 HP. Madsen and Seth, though, in the meantime, still have the high ground. The only 2 duos remaining or duos that have both players up alive and running. Crippa's going to fall to low ground, trying to take down Mitro. Mitro will fall. Crippa, though, still inside the storm, taking a lot of damage.
Round battle. Now, it's a 2v1.
Yeah, 2v1. You shouldn't be losing this if you're LDLC. If somehow Crippa can pull this back, I'd be amazed. But he does get shot from the high side, and LDLC set the match and will take the victory royale. Speedy, even though they took the victory royale, though, Crippa and Boyer, they had an insane kit coming into that late game. They got so many eliminations on the board, just like we saw out of Camo and Issa, and they put up some fantastic numbers.
They had the kit to win it all, but they ran out of match, unfortunately. They maintained the high ground a little bit too long.
Yeah, they did a little bit too long there, and it did kind of cost them because they ran out of materials towards the end.
Good to their great, and on another level, was that Rift play. Like, that was the moment where you think, okay, they are playing a completely different game because they were already thinking about this.
It's not even just the Rift play. I mean, that was genius, next level, 200 IQ. But I mean, even in the next game at Polar Peak, you know, they're holding back on the explodes for that late game because they know that if they hold on to them for as long as possible and save them up, they're going to knock down everything. And that's what they did. I believe Turks and Provoke tried to take the high ground from them. They even had a Rift to go. And it was no good. Wasn't enough.
And we should obviously talk about some of the other teams that we've had here, some of the other duos who have performed well. I know that you guys were saying, you know, you were impressed with some certain duos today. Who would be your takeaway team that impressed you the most, apart from our obvious winners, as we, of course, do see our final duo standing points tally?
I want to give a lot of credit to Crippa, Boyer, Vinny, and Zexro, who end up respectively second and third. I think Vinny and Zexro had a fantastic day one. Game two was great. We saw with that victory royale, Mitro and Kuna jump up into fifth. Can't overlook Demo and Bizzle, who were consistent as well. Every single